To the other big story, amid war of words over delay in appointment of judges, Centre has written to Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud. As per sources, the letter reportedly mentions that the government wants its representatives on the Supreme Court Collegium. Government believes that this will add more transparency and public accountability in the selection process of Constitutional Court judges. Remember, this comes amid a bitter tug of war between the executive and the judiciary over selection of judges. However, sources suggest that the SC Collegium is unlikely to accept this request. We have Harish live with us on the story. Harish, this face-off between judiciary and the centre over Collegium as well as judges' appointment has been going on for quite some time. Rijiju had said that the current system is opaque. Now, of course, centre writing to the Collegium stating that they want their representatives to be part of the Collegium. How is the SC Collegium reacting to this kind of a recommendation?
Yes, that's right. As you rightly said, as you rightly put, in fact, this comes amid the tussle between the government and judiciary over the judges' appointment and also scrapping of the National Judicial Appointments Commission by the Supreme Court in 2015. Remember, that NJAC had envisaged a major say for the government in appointment of judges, and this move by the Law Minister is being seen by the Supreme Court Collegium as an attempt to bring the NJAC through the back door. So amid this tussle, now the centre has opened a new front by writing by the Law Minister Kiran Rijiju writing to the Supreme Court Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud saying that 2 representatives of the central government should be in the Supreme Court Collegium. 2 representatives of the state government should be there in the Collegium of all the High Court. And this is, according to the government, this will infuse more transparency and, in fact, public accountability in the process of appointment of judges. Remember, Modi government has consistently, ever since the NJC was quashed, maintained that the collegium system is opaque, non-transparent. It is a system where the judges appoint those whom they know, and therefore several corrupt and inefficient judges are making their way to the top. So this letter also comes close on the heels of severe criticism of the judiciary by the Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, and also the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, who have accused the judiciary of encroaching into the domain of the executive and legislature. Remember, they repeatedly quoted how the Supreme Court had quashed the NJAC, which was passed by both houses of parliament, and said that this was a complete affront on the parliament's sovereignty and also domain of the legislature. And since both the houses of the parliament had passed the NJC, it is an attack on the will of the people. So the scathing attacks had come from several top constitutional authorities before the Law Minister wrote this letter to the Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. And why is the Supreme Court Collegium, which has very clearly said that such a proposal is unacceptable, Supreme Court Collegium very emphatically maintains that this is nothing but an attempt to bring the NJAC through the back door, because remember, even the NJAC had envisaged that Collegium should comprise of the Chief Justice, 2 senior judges, 2 senior-most judges, the Law Minister,
right,
and 1 representative of two eminent persons
right,
chosen by a panel of the Prime Minister, Law Minister, and the Chief Justice of India. So, as of now, the friction, the tussle has aggravated by the Law Minister Kiran Rijiju writing a letter to the Chief Justice.
Right. So, Centre wants its representatives in Collegium to be part of this entire judges' appointment process, but the Supreme Court, as you've been mentioning, is unlikely to accept this request. Thank you, Harish, for all those details. More break.